guys, welcome to another brand new unboxing video with me, Classic Gamer. You might have noticed I've got new glasses, and you might notice as well that I look not very well today. I'm still doing this unboxing because I said I would do it, and I want to do it as well. And I can't have my earphones on because I've got an ear infection in this ear. Woken up the last 2 nights in a lot of pain. So much so where I've almost been in tears because the amount of pain I've been in. It's just, the pain has just been, I can't describe it. So I've got antibiotics, I've got some ear spray, which the doctor told me yesterday to use for 2 days, and then use some it's no secret, I'm going to be transparent, got some of these. So these are basically antibiotics to help clear up the infection. The GP that I saw basically said to me that the drum isn't inflamed or anything like that, so that's all nice and dandy. So it's perfectly fine with that. But everything else is inflamed and doesn't, it's obviously very inflamed and swollen. So I've got some normal paracetamol, some ibuprofen to take down. I've just taken some more just before I started doing the unboxing. Been waiting all this morning for this game to turn up. Of course, we all know what it is. I've now decided, and it's because obviously people weren't joining Discord, so I've decided that I'm going to go back to, I don't know why the video is stuttering a little bit, but it is, so I'm sorry about that. Not quite sure why. Everything seems to be working all right. So I've got the mic about here. So I've got my new game today. My birthday's next week. There is one more game coming out this month, which is Spider-Man 2, which I'm very hyped for. I've heard that it's only 15 hours long. That's the story. Reviewers got hold of codes early, of course, like they always do. And one guy put up some trophy things, and it basically suggested that he did the whole story in 15 hours, and then everything else he did in a total of 30. Now, a couple of my someone has said to me, cancel the game. Is it, it's not worth it. Well, I disagree. It's one of the most hyped games of the year, if not the most hyped game of the year. I don't think it really helps that in the space of 2 weeks, this game I'm gonna unbox today, and Spider-Man comes out within 2 weeks. So Spider-Man comes out in 2 weeks. I think it's tomorrow, the 20th, a week after my birthday, which is next Friday. But today we have got the next game in a series that is near and dear to my heart, and that is the Assassin's Creed Mirage unboxing. Now, you can see that they've kind of they did have these boxes before, but I was getting like the more expensive ones before, and this is going back to, I think, how the other games sort of were. When I got Black Flag, it was in a very similar box to this. When I got when I got Syndicate as well, it was in a very similar box to this. There were other games as well where I think Origins might have been in a similar box to this, so they've kept the style very, very similar. This game goes back to the roots of AC, kind of like how the first game would be, a very sort of smaller map. Just everything about it screamed that they've listened to the fans. The RPG stuff isn't working. I think they've got rid of a lot of the RPG stuff. I think there is microtransactions, which I'm not personally thrilled about, but I don't personally use because I don't need to. I don't think there's any leveling up. There's no sort of like different levels for different equipment. There's blending, there's crowd stealth. There's all that kind of stuff that made the original game as good as what it was when it came out in 2007. So a lot of games later, and I've just done a ranking video for all the other games in the series, and yet I haven't yet played this one yet. Now, I don't know if I'm going to stream this or not. I probably won't, because I want to try and enjoy it on my own, in my own space. And given the fact that I'm well at the moment, I don't really want to have to do too much stuff in terms of that, or in the fact that this is on PS5. The actual game was separate in the box. So the game is here. Spider-Man is actually a digital code. There's no physical disc, but this is the next game in the Assassin's Creed series, going back to what made the series great at the start. So first things first, let's just have a look at how gorgeous this box is. I mean, every time I get one of these, but they don't disappoint. You know, they do not disappoint at all. Look at all, like, you know, the design, sort of like the effort that goes into this. You know, it's set in, I think, 8th century Baghdad, so it's set sort of like Middle East again. And let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to open the first thing with, it goes back to something that I don't know if the last game really, I think it did give me it, but a steel case. And very, very simple, just nothing too over, doesn't really say a lot, you know, it's just a very, very simple but very nice looking case. Love the colour. The colour, I think, fits the where the game's set really well. Sort of like, you know, the browns here represent, like, you know, the sandy atmosphere, the sandy environment that you're going to be in, you know, like in this, you know, ancient city, 8th century Baghdad, which we've never actually gone to before. And inside there is, of course, the main character, Basan, a young Basan. He is in Valhalla. I haven't played Valhalla. I haven't actually finished Valhalla, actually. I got so far and then I just didn't bother doing anything more. It's such a big game, and I just think that's when, to a degree, you could say Odyssey made it ridiculous, but I think that's where it just got. Next we have the official track list of the game. Of course, you know, I love the main theme of Assassin's Creed. There is not very many on here, admittedly. There's only a few, as you can see there. But the official soundtrack, which, you know, on a disc, you don't really get these much now. You know, a lot of these are digital, but Ubisoft send these in a physical disc. So next up is, of course, something we all are familiar with when it comes to this type of stuff. When I can get the bloody thing out of its area it's in. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. Okay, so this is the art book. We'll have a quick look through that. Oh, also, one thing as well while I want to mention it. I'm going to make these public again. The Discord thing isn't working for me, so they're going to be public. But I may or may not, I haven't decided, but may or may not just make them public for a short time and then make them Discord only. But yeah, this is the art book. So this will be a public video. I'll make my other one public as well. I will make the first video I put up about my decision for that private again. Or I'll delete it off the channel. But look at that, the artwork is just absolutely, again, as always, the artwork in these games are just really good. And this game, I think, is actually, I think they've taken 3 years to make this. So they've really, I think, listened to maybe like feedback, you know, fan demand. Fans have been demanding for years now that we want to go back to the old style games, and they've finally done that. This is a map of Baghdad. So we're actually gonna oh, I love the smell of new things, but this feels really nice. This feels like parchment. You know how like parchment feels like an old paper, like from like centuries old and that kind of thing. So this is, I think, one place. I'm not sure if there is anything else, but this is the map. So that's the map. That's it. No other sort of bullshit all the way over here where you have to go all the way across to get to one objective. It's all within the city here. So this is a very nice map, very well detailed. It doesn't feel like paper. It feels like a different kind of material, like, you know, a much more, you know, a much better material. Oh crap! Why is it folding over? It's folding over. I don't want to rip it within 30 seconds of opening it. Okay, so that's the map, and then we have what, of course, we all are here for, or what I'm here for, the statue itself, which is, I think, not so much, you know, these stupid ones that, you know, you see these guys, like my Odyssey one that actually broke at one point, my dad, and people are still trying to fix it. They still can't fix it. There is a way to fix it, but it could ruin the way it looks and how it is, which I'm quite annoyed about, if I'm honest. But this is the next one. So I'm just gonna get these little sticker bits off. That's one. Okay. So I think, is there? Yes, there is extra bits. Oh, there's this thing here, which is actually, it looks like a pin or like a, you know, a badge of some kind. It's actually, it feels quite heavy object, which looks rather nice. And then we have the statue itself, which I think is already, you don't have to attach it or anything like that. But this is Basan, or Basan, or however you want to pronounce it. And this is, I think that's the, yeah. So this is the statue. So over a door, an ancient door of some kind within like the city itself. Really well detailed. You can even see the little pupils of his eyes there. Of course, his blade here coming out, and the sacrifice that you have to make, of course, with the original blades, you had to sacrifice your finger, where the blade would come sort of from your wrist. So the blade would come from the wrist, and it's literally sort of like that. So it would come through, so it would make a pathway for the blade. Yeah, he's definitely had. So yeah, that is Assassin's Creed Mirage. A really nice statue there. Nothing too over exelis, not too expensive either. A really well priced. It does feel a bit weird with the material that he's used for his overalls, but overall it's fine. And yeah, this is a young Basan, or Basan, or however you want to pronounce it, and it fits, actually, it stands up rather nicely on my, you know, it will stand perfectly, not very big either. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That is the end of the unboxing for Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna make the Payday one go live right after I've done this video, so be sure to check that one out. Tell me what you think. But one thing I will say is, I don't want people being aggressive or nasty in the comments, slandering the video. I don't want that, because I will just make it private again. So I'm doing this in trusting the vast majority, if not almost all of my fan base or my subscribers will not have an issue with that. They will watch it, they will love it, and they will be excited as I am to unbox it and experience it for the first time with me. I did get this a bit later on today. It came in sort of the last hour, so it came very late in the day, and then I've got Spider-Man coming in 2 weeks from Sony Direct, not from Game. So this came from Game. Funnily enough, this was also on the Ubisoft site. same bloody one, but I think it was because Game had the collector's edition at Game, whereas Ubisoft obviously are not in the UK, are they? You know, they're in Europe. I think they're in Switzerland, or you know, somewhere else, something like that. I know they're not. You know, that's why, you know, like some people were saying, you know, did you get any issues with importing games? Like, no, not at all. Perfectly, absolutely fine. Nothing wrong, nothing bad about it at all. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm sorry if I look like I've been under the weather. I am still under the weather. I'm going to edit this video right after we speak, or right after I do this, and going to sort of go about how I did the other one. So I'm going to make my videos from now on not very many, very small edits in actual videos of LPs and stuff. There's going to be like, you know, small cuts maybe, or cuts in general if there's like bits that I do a lot, you know, I spend ages doing them. But one of my friends, Merrick at No Entertainment, said that, you know, the less is better. And I think I'm going to go back to how I kind of wanted to do games, do my LPs originally. And to be honest, if I do it like that, I can get a lot more editing done. I've been doing a lot of games recently where I've been doing so many complicated edits and videos to the point where I can't do a lot of editing because there's just so much to do. So if I keep the editing simple, very, very simple, but very, you know, keeping it to the point of the video, so it's not going to be overbearing or look rubbish or look, you know, not very great. That's what I think, you know, is how it should be. But with that being said, that's going to be it. So thank you so very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And still join my Discord. I will have probably some videos in there that are unboxings that will be Discord only. I might alternate it, maybe make one Discord only, one not, one Discord, something like that. But the reason why I chose to do it like that was because of people coming in my chat and coming in my thing saying, just basically blasting my content and saying how rubbish it was. And I'm not going to have that. I'm just not going to have it. But anyway, guys, that's it. I've been Classic Gamer. Thank you very much for watching the unboxing. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go and enjoy this in a few, you know, maybe an hour or so. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. So ciao for now. Peace. And oh, by the way, happy Halloween month.